Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifton, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Clifton setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 18 carries, 68 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Clifton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Clifton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Clifton to the right side, and he's got more complete. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
On first down, McNeil, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 22 carries, 67 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That is just one of the many games we'll be watching here in the final week of the NFL season. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Clifton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Clifton. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach. Not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now back to throw.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Texans at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Right back to Toney. He's got another one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That pass complete to Moore.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on second down, Clifton. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Yetur Gross-Matos racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Clifton.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Finding Moore on the out route for the completion.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. Pierce will try to pick it up. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defense in front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Texans! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Clifton. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Clifton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with an NFC West battle down in the Valley of the Sun. Arizona hosting, visiting San Francisco. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Following the fumble recovery, Clifton. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Clifton, quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Clifton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. To throw on second down. Clifton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On second down, it's Pollard.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out, and they were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
York able to send this one through.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Clifton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll take this to the 46.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Clifton, and this is caught. He hits Moore.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton.
He completes this to Walker.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Clifton. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks. I'm not mistaken. Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's Pollard.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now Pollard.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Run for Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. To throw on 3rd down. Clifton. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll drop to throw.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw.
That's complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away.
And the Texans have taken a fourth quarter lead. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Extra point by York is up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. He'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Texans,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.